Good morning, everybody. It is a brisk 45 degrees. As you can see, the sun is out. And today, I am going to talk about something I have never talked about with anybody else, except for maybe my former husband.
Welcome everyone. If you're new here, I'm Allie and I'm a little obsessed with living a wonderful midlife and hiking. If you're not new here, you already know that, and yay, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about my own journey into financial security, as well as how much I've earned on YouTube so far. So grab coffee or tea and a snack as I go into rebuilding my life from scratch at 52 years old. As always, I'll link my complimentary blog post in the description. Be sure to check it out for details. You guys, I once had financial security and I stupidly let somebody convince me that I didn't need it. So I will never let that happen again. Let me repeat, never let that happen again. Right now, I am trying to rebuild my finances and my financial security. If you take one thing from this video today, is to learn from my mistake and never let anybody convince you that your personal or financial security isn't needed. If that person tells you that they are not needed, that person is not good for you. It's a red flag. Learn from my mistake. Anyone in your life should respect those two matters. And I also wanted to put in here a disclaimer, guys. I'm not a guru. I'm not a professional. I'm not a financial consultant or any of the above. Purely entertainment and my method that I'm still literally experimenting with. So let's get into my background first before I get into what I'm doing financially to rebuild my life. After my divorce, I sold my home in California, and instead of buying another home, I decided to live and travel in a new to me RV.
Well, I made it. My first dispersed camping.
At this time, I was financially stable. I had saved money because I was divorced for 5 years, and then during that time I worked full time. I had a really great job with a startup, and I had been able to save money, and then I also had the equity from the sale of my home. So I was doing pretty good financially. I was rebuilding my life after a divorce. And so I was financially stable when I went into living in an RV. At that time as well, when I started to live in my RV, I also began working on building my online assets like my YouTube channel and my blog. Before all this, I was married for almost 20 years and I raised 2 kids. I was in essence a stay-at-home mom, so I had a few part-time jobs here and there. I also did volunteering and all the other stay-at-home mom stuff that a lot of us do. And then, like I stated, after my divorce, I worked with a startup in the Bay Area that was in customer service as well as some marketing. During the time that I lived in my RV, I met a man and we lived and traveled together. If you need to know more detail about that, I'm going to link the playlist down below where you can find the videos that talk about my relationship during the years that I lived in my RV. But I'm going to kind of just skim over it really fast and say that he was not good for me. It was my fault that I let him into my life, and now I have to rebuild, not only financially, which is what I'm going to talk about today, but I have to rebuild psychologically as well. I have vowed to myself that I would come back even stronger. So I'm excited to share this with you guys. What am I doing to rebuild my life financially? The first big thing, guys, I got a job. I got a job locally here. It does start in, I think it starts in about a week and a half, because today is November 1st, 2024, and it won't start until about the 9th to the 11th. It depends on the HR person. Of course, right when I got hired, she went on vacation, and she's the person that onboards new employees. So nobody can be onboarded while she's on vacation. I'm so excited because that's going to help me, give me such a pickup to start my life. It'll be a regular paycheck. The other thing that I'm doing, I signed up for this service last year when I lived in Flagstaff, and it was Rover. It's a pet sitting platform, and as a pet sitter, I can put my services on there, and then when the people, my clients pay me through Rover, and then Rover takes a cut. But they also help you find clients. Rover's kind of like a referral service in a way. So when you get paid, they get paid. Otherwise, you don't have to pay for anything up front. So I have actually had one gig so far that I got paid for. I'll go through that later, as well as I'm going to let you guys know how much I got paid for YouTube, because one of my videos kind of went viral for me, and I'm going to get paid next month. So that's my offline work. I have my job and I have Rover. So I'm going to start making some income from those. And then I have my online work. Some of them feel like businesses. Some of them actually feel like maybe marketing tools. So for instance, the first one I have, and the one that I will always cherish and use kind of like as a marketing tool, a place for me to write and share my life, share any digital products that I ever create. I have Amazon links there, is my blog. It's allierambles.com. My blog, I don't make money with the blogging or the website, but I do use it to market the things that I do make money with, if that makes sense. So the next thing is my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is taking off, and I'm so excited. I will never use it as a source of income that I rely on. And here's the reason. Just recently, I have been, they pop up in my YouTube feed. These creators that have literally hundreds of thousands, even millions of subscribers, and it takes years to get there. YouTube has taken down their channels. That's why I say I like to have my blog, because if you ever need to get a hold of me and something happens, you can always check my blog. I'll always update you over there because it's my property. The next one is Substack. I haven't earned on Substack yet, but I do use it kind of like my blog right now. I use it as a marketing tool, but there is a built-in feature where you can charge people for your newsletters and your content. In the future, I might look to monetize my newsletter and my content there, but I haven't yet, but I am setting the foundation for it. Another place that I can earn is, and it's not earning, it's kind of like a tip service to me, is buy me a coffee. So I always have the link down in my description, and there's a big orange button on my blog that says buy me a coffee, and it's kind of like a tip service, like I just said. The next thing is I've started to create print on demand products. Now I'm starting with t-shirts. I literally started this a week ago, and I do plan on building this out as a steady income, because it can be. So I got the graphics up, I'm selling the t-shirts. Now I'm researching how to advertise and market for my products. So that's the stage I'm at right now. Oh, gosh, I have been hustling. I've never hustled this much before. Let's go ahead and talk about the future, even though I just started right now with a lot of these things. I would like to expand as well. I'm thinking maybe someday. I've looked into writing courses, writing books, ebooks. What do you guys think? Should there be any other products that I put out there? I have been enjoying creating the t-shirts. Those are some of the products that I thought of for the future. Have you guys ever ventured into creating any kind of digital products or offline products? You know, like print on demand, or creating other things that you've sold on eBay. What is your experience with that? Or do you know anybody that has? I would love to hear what you guys have done, because it gives me ideas. Let me know in the comments below. So we are now at the stage where you're thinking, well, how much have you earned? I mean, honestly, how much have I earned this year? I really didn't put any effort into creating income until literally the last 4 months or so. And it hasn't been until the last 2 months that I have decided my niche, which is like midlife living. In the last 2 months, I really went hard looking for a job. That's also when in the last month or so, was when I put up my Rover business again. So it's only really, to me, been 2 months since I have really put in a hustle effort to create an income. So keep that in mind as well, because I haven't earned much. I've had one gig on Rover and it net me $30. It was a dog watching for the day, and I received $34 and Rover took 4 of it, so I got $30 for it. The big one, YouTube. So as you guys know, and I will talk about it probably every video because I'm very proud of it. I had a video 2 weeks ago go viral for me. It's hit now 23,000 plus views with a ton of comments. And I'm still reading the comments. I don't have time to answer them anymore, but I am reading them. So if you've left a comment recently, thank you so much. That video, for that one video, it with over 23,000 views, has made me $136. Now this is gross. I still will have to pay taxes on it next year if I reach the threshold of income, yada, yada, yada. I'm not getting into taxes. YouTube will pay me $136 for that video. Kind of gives you an idea of how much money you would make with that many views. It varies, of course, but I'm not, if you need to know anything about how YouTube pays you for AdSense, definitely look that up on YouTube. There's probably 2,000 videos talking about it. So, and I'm new at this, so I'm not the person to listen to, but it kind of gives you an idea, right? Since I reached the threshold of over $100 from September 1st through October 31st, over the next week, they're going to verify it all to make sure that everything's legitimate. I didn't get fake views, yada, yada, yada. YouTube's going to review it. And then they're going to pay out sometime later in November. So I'll get a check. Well, I don't get a check. I get it deposited sometime after the 21st of November. That check will be for $176. So that's how much I have made on YouTube in the last couple of months. There I am. I'm gaining traction, and that feels really good. It feels good that I have a job to fall back on and to help me gain my financial independence and security again. That is my financials over the last couple of months and what I plan on doing in the future, just so you guys kind of get an overview of where I'm going with this channel. But that's not going to be everything. I will be talking about my financials every so often, or sometimes I'll focus on them like right now, because this is an important part of my life right now. I'm actually very laser focused on becoming financially secure again and bringing in an income. But I have other aspects of my life. I hike. Eventually, I will be buying another vehicle. I will be talking about my financial journey, but I'm also going to be talking about other things as well. I mean, there's other things in midlife to talk about, right? You know, the triumphs, the downfalls, personally, professionally. I want to share it all with you guys. So don't think that I'm only going to be talking about financials. I will see you guys next week, and have an amazing week.
I made it. This is the end.